Welcome back to the Hustle Cole podcast featuring three of four. John couldn't make it here today, but we've got Anthony and we've got Justin in the building. We do appreciate everybody following us on Facebook. We're just trying to stay consistent and giving you guys some good content to listen to and maybe some good input. Maybe we'll learn something. You guys might learn something, but we're here to kind of think. I'm kind of curious to everybody watching. As a guy that was a big gym goer and trying to get back into it, what's everybody's New Year's resolutions looking like on the 16th of January? So I don't know about you, Anthony. I feel like the first day of January was always very dreaded when you went to the gym. So what's your thoughts on that? Or
Yeah, this year it's been a little different. I'm used to going in, that first week of January and the gym being flooded and there just being people everywhere. And this year it's kind of slowed down. We've not really had any new members that I've seen. But yeah, my New Year's resolution is pretty much just to kind of just stay steady and stay consistent, because with kids it's so easy to get off the path and to get a little inconsistent and not make it. But I think that's my biggest goal, is to just set a goal to just be consistent this year and try to not slack off.
I went for the first week, I think, in this month. Seemed like there was a lot of people there this time, more than normal. Which one do you go to?
I go to Extreme in Knox County.
Is that the one at 229, or is it?
Yep. It's beside Bailey Switch, across from 229 entrance.
You've been there a while, ain't you?
Yeah, I've been there, I think she said 13 years. She likes to remind me of how long I've been there. I've been one of her longest members, and we have a good relationship too. I like her, I respect her. She's been a great owner.
Yeah, they've tried several things there. I feel like it used to be a store or something. I'm guessing she probably owned it too.
Yeah, I think they've tried a couple of different things there. I remember vividly them trying like a little haircut, like a little barbershop, I think, there for a little bit. But it seems like the gym has really just been the only consistent thing that's really stayed there. But she's done really well with the gym. It's a very clean gym. It's not your big industrial gym to where you walk in and you're like wowed by everything, but it's got everything that you need. And everybody's pretty like a close-knit kind of community.
Yeah.
Everybody kind of encourages each other. It's nice.
it's like gyms have a very, me and Manny used to go, we'd go gym hunting. And I don't know if you've ever, like, you would just go to a place and you'd be like, man, we got to go to their gym. So Extreme is like, I've not been to a gym like it. Like, it's like the most underground clean gym there is. I mean, it's like the bars look brand new from, like, you could wrap them out of the package. You know, like, I go to Knox right now. Knox, great gym. I like Knox myself. But, like, it don't feel like their equipment. Like, man, she keeps it pristine in there. Does she not? Like, I feel like all our stuff's just, you could tell she does it. She cleans it. She keeps it.
She does. And like I said, we're kind of a close-knit community. So, like, we pick up after each other. We're kind of cleaning up after each other. We kind of help her out because she's getting older now. She can't do all the things that she could do, you know, maybe 10, 15 years ago as well as she could 10, 15 years ago. So we try to help her out. And, yeah, I love that gym, man. They're probably going to bury me in freaking some extreme fitness clothing over here.
You may own it one day. That'd be cool.
That would be cool. I've never really thought about that, but I definitely would like to own a gym at some point.
Yeah.
Definitely.
You got to do what you love.
You got to do what you love. Life's too short.
Yeah.
If you're listening to this, guys, life is too short. Do what you love. Forget the haters, as they say.
I go to Corbin. It's sort of industrialized, I guess. There's quite a few people go to it. I just go to it because it's close to the store.
So that is Corbin Wellness Center. Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
Used to be Baptist.
Yeah, it was on, I guess, by the hospitals.
Yeah. So
Let me ask you a question. Have you been in their sauna?
No, but I've seen it. I'm afraid to go in there.
It's interesting. So yeah, it's pretty intimate. So when you walk in, it's probably like 5 by 5. It might be a little bit bigger than that, but you're pretty much sitting next to whoever's in there. There's been a couple times of being there and like one person be meditating. You got another person right next to you in the corner, like shadow boxing. Like you never know what you're gonna
It's
get.
real dark in there too.
Yeah, it's kind of dark. Like I said, it's kind of an intimate setting. And
I've not
it's
seen
interesting.
anybody using it. It might be broke down by now or something.
It could be, yeah.
Yeah, they've got a I guess a stand up tanning box now in there too. Was it there? Did you?
I don't think that might have been an upgrade because I've not been there in a couple of years. I'd say it's been right about 2 years.
I assume that's what it is. I've seen people go in and out of it. It's like right in with the gym equipment. But
Did they ever start up that big CrossFit thing that they were going to do there? They had like a whole nother like section of that place that was going to be like a big CrossFit.
I feel like they've got some rooms. Maybe they've got signs everywhere. So I don't know what all they do.
Yeah,
But
it's a pretty good sized gym compared to what I'm used to.
yeah, there's always at least 20 or 30 people in there. But I don't know. I used to. I didn't want a lot of people to be around. But now it's kind of you can kind of watch them. And it's not as boring.
Yeah.
Like you'll see some people that never do anything and they just kind of float around.
Yeah, it's interesting, dude. I think that's how I learned everything at the gym was being around people and kind of just watching them.
Yeah.
When I first when I first started, like I didn't know anything about anything. I'd really go there with headphones in. I would sit on a machine that I thought I knew how to do, and I'd just people watch
Yeah.
until I kind of got enough together to start working out.
Yeah.
It can actually go the other way. There's people been doing it wrong for 30 years, and they would meet you out back and fight you over it. Like, no, you got to do that. The big controversial things, like when you bench, like your back's got to be like a 90-degree angle. Like is that not like? There's people that is one side, and then people's like, your back's got to be flat, and the other guy's like, you got to have the arch.
Yeah, it's like,
Some people, they just get so into it, like they forget, like they're there to work out.
yeah, the gym community can be toxic in a way. There's definitely those people that know everything, or the dark side that'll sell you on a dream,
Yeah.
with performance enhancement drugs and all this stuff. And it's a whole big thing. But I think if you're there for the right reasons, it's a blessing. I like it.
Yeah. I never can be consistent with it. I'll do good for a month or two, and then it's kind of, you get busy when you get kids and working and stuff.
I think it's a big thing. So, like, I'm wired, and I feel like Anthony's kind of wired the same way. Like, you can go and put your headphones in, and you look forward to that alone time, like there. But there's certain people, like, you may not have liked the way that is. Like, there's certain people like the classes or like doing the CrossFit, which is just like blowing up. Man, the CrossFit's everywhere. And it's a great thing because it keeps people very motivated. And I'll tell you this, there's a lot of people that's in great shape that do CrossFit. I mean, I feel like it is compared to gym bros,
Yep.
But, I think they do keep each other more in line. I think that's something we have to realize with working out is it does suck. Like, and it's, you go, and especially the dreaded leg day, or if it's doing squats, like I never like squats. Like they're okay, but I always like the leg press, but it's just like they stink and you get them done. It's that like accomplishment, and is that more, do you think that's why some people get more hooked on the gym? Do they feel like they accomplished something when they got done at the end? Or is it more of a general health thing? Or why do you think people go to the gym?
I think everyone starts out at the gym because they want to look better. I think it starts out kind of like you're chasing something. You know what I mean? Like your physical appearance. I think once you get to a certain point, like the motivation's gone, like you have to have something else that motivates you and drives you. Like for me, it's my kids. Like I want to be able to play with them, get down on the floor, wrestle with them when I'm 40, 50, even 60. And I know that that's not going to be a thing that comes to fruition if I'm not taking care of my body.
Yeah.
I feel like if I pay up now, I can reap, the benefits later.
Mm-hmm. How would you say, Justin? Do you think that, when you work out, do you feel like you really did enjoy it when you do it, or did it just kind of like, can't wait for it to be over? Like,
I enjoy it. It's just, it's like I can't, it's hard to find the time. I always find something else to do because I've got a business. It's like, I've got it to where it's close to the store, so it's convenient. So a lot of times I'll leave the store and go over there and work out, or I'll take my oldest daughter to gymnastics, and then I'll go back to the gym while she's there. It kind of forces it to where I can go, but I do really enjoy it. It doesn't bother me at all to be there. I like the alone time. I like seeing myself gain, every week. I just wish I had more time to go.
Yeah. That's where I'm at, which I was a very, very, very avid gym person for a while, and then I just got married, got kids. With everybody that might know me, my son, he is level 3 autistic, so that's really hit me. I'm not saying he may be a professor, may be smarter than anybody here watching, but he may need some help. So I'm like, I need to make sure I'm in shape to see him, when he gets older, because it could be, cause you know how much I eat, dude. I love to eat. It's bad.
Well, we all do.
Well, I'm like, I used to be just savory, and then I met my wife, and then she introduced sweet. So now it's savory and sweet.
Yeah.
So I could just overeat, then eat 2 pieces of cake on top of that.
I had an episode, not to change the subject or anything, but I was on a really good roll there. It worked out for, I guess, 6 months, and then I was doing those squats like you was talking about. And I guess that may be my age thing or whatever, getting older. But I must have struck a nerve or something, and I thought I was having a heart attack or something, and my vision started whitening out. My mouth started sweating, and Sarah was with me, and I was like, I'm probably going to have to go to the doctor. I can't even see. And I couldn't see for like 10 minutes. And I was freaking out. I was like, this is the way I'm going out. And that's what caused me to get off of my routine.
Was you wearing like a squat belt or anything when you're squatting?
No, I didn't. I wasn't doing nothing, heavy weights or anything. It was just a little something I would do. But my back a nerve must have got popped out or something. That's what they said probably happened at the doctor. Because I went to the ER and they gave me fluids and stuff and checked, and they said that's the only thing. I didn't have any high sugar or anything like that. So
that's what's weird about lifting too, is it doesn't take like heavy weight on squats or deadlifts to really like mess with you.
Yeah.
Like you can
and I'd been doing them like every week. It was just, I must have just went a little bit too far or something, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's definitely very form. Form is very important. Way more important than the weight. If you just do the bar and got good form, you are way better than the guy that's throwing 3 plates on there and just throwing it.
Yeah. That's what I was doing. I was just didn't have much weight on her, just focusing on doing it correctly, because you see people do everything in the world when they're doing it.
Yeah.
It's got crazy form.
So
it's like throwing it up and down. And
it's that chasing that weight. And I think some people get which I'm not no guy to say this, but people get so tore up on just getting that weight, and they will sacrifice it all. And for a stint there, I'd done heavy powerlifting, and like, it's so fun, but it's so depressing, because you just randomly could come in and deadlift 315 one day, and then the next day you couldn't touch 285, and it's like, I'm getting weaker. Yeah. My life's over. I can't do it.
There's definitely an egotistical side of lifting where you'll have those people that will, like you said, they'll just throw the weight on it, don't care about form. They're just pushing weight. And it's kind of a scary thing, because like you're risking a lot there. With me, it felt like I've probably been lifting now, I don't know, like 20 years or so, roughly. Kind of knowing what I'm doing, probably about 15, but it probably took me, like, honestly, up until like the last 5-6 years to really understand like the mind muscle connection, like with your form, and like how to actually build muscle.
Yeah.
Like,
well, I noticed a guy, and I'm not up on all the forms and stuff and everything everybody's doing, but this guy, I hadn't seen it before. I'm sure it may be some kind of profession or something, but he was pretty scrawny, I felt like. And he would just dump as much weight as he could. And it was quite a bit, for the size of him. And he'd just pull it all the way up from the floor and then just throw it down. Is that a thing, or is that maybe something he's come up with?
That sounds like
you'll see some interesting.
And they're like awfulest crash, and everybody's like, oh my goodness.
Yeah.
And And it would freak you out if you wasn't watching for it too, and you got your headphones in.
It's like you just watch the shock of the whole building.
And the guy, I mean, he may watch this, know I'm talking about him, but he would just pull out his notebook and just, like dead serious about it. And I'm just thinking, man, I feel like the owners or whatever managers will come out and run him off because he's just slinging off this weight down on the ground.
It's wild.
Their
man.
signs up says don't throw weights, but
Like, I feel like the gym is almost like an art. Like, there's really no wrong way to do anything, but like, there's obviously safer ways and more productive ways to do things. But I've seen about everything you can think of. I've seen people like you, like ego lift, like they'll just stack weight and just barely move it, just to throw it down, freaking bars bending, like,
barking and everything.
yeah. And then you'll have people that are like barely have any weights. They're freaking shredded. They're just focused on just straight reps, repetition, like focused. And it's just like you'll see everything. People that's endurance, people that's just powerlifting, people that's just straight green to it all. It's an interesting world.
Yeah, everybody's different, I guess. But I couldn't figure it out. I'd never seen that before, but I just thought he was going to kill somebody.
I feel like as far as that goes, I think it is like just everywhere. Like it's just you got people that so for one thing, like 2.5. So like there's little weight plates that are 2.5. Like they're considered like a sin. Like if you get caught putting a 2.5 on a bar, what are you doing? Like people's like, what is that, man? What's that going to do? And how much difference can 5 pounds make? I mean, it's a big difference if you're doing like 10 or 12 reps, is it not? Like it can be like going down even 10 pounds. And I feel like a lot of people get in there and they're like, yeah, everybody's looking at me and really nobody's like you care.
That's the thing, man. So many people dodge the gym because they're afraid of like judgment and people watching them.
Yeah, like I just did judge that guy.
People don't care, and like especially the people that's been there a while, they don't like. They're encouraging, like they love to. I love to see new people come to the gym. I don't watch them, but I love to see them there, and I'll encourage them. Like if I see them working out, great job, man. You need help, you need a spotter, whatever. But
that's what I like.
Everywhere's like that.
That's what I like about it too. It'll kind of push you when you see that guy that's probably in his 60s and he is just getting it. There's one guy that. He must have a trainer with him. He's at least in his 60s, and he goes through packing weights and, doing lunges just in a row and like way more than I could do. I would have to go to the hospital. And he don't look like, he's not like shredded or anything, but he's just, lean and healthy. So motivates you.
Yeah, it's to me, like it's if you can get motivation to get there, and that's goes with the eating. Like I can't, I always have trouble staying consistent after the first month. So like I'm trying to go harder, better, checking my food and stuff, whatever. But thinking back to the powerlifting, I got a buddy Brad from 10 years ago that he wouldn't care, and we would powerlift, and he'd be like, I'd say, hey, what kind of day is it? And he'd go, I just slammed a hot and ready. He's talking like a full pepperoni pizza, like a full 8 pieces of pepperoni pizza. And
that's what we used to do in high school, remember?
Yeah.
And so they would call that your fuel. And this dude would throw 5 plates on there and deadlift it like 6 times. Then he'd be like, got breadsticks to eat when I get home.
Me and Anthony would work out a little bit in high school, and we would work out for maybe an hour. We'd shoot the bull quite a bit. Then we'd go eat Little Scissors.
Yeah. Dude, back then you can get away with it.
Yeah.
You can get away with it. You have a nice pump, you can have a nice physique and get away with that. But once you cross probably like late 20s, early 30s, you got to start dialing in a little bit more.
Yeah. Yeah, now if I eat pizza, my stomach's in like a knot.
Same.
I have to go to the hospital.
Yeah, especially eating it before and trying to work out. Gosh, I can't even imagine.
I can't even function under that.
Well, I mean, you think about it. He's bending over and picking that up, and like all that pizza and that rush into your head, and no, like it's just. But oh man! So Anthony, what would you say as far as working out? So there's people that's on this. You need to push hard, and there's people that you got to do a bunch of reps. Like, where are you at? Like, are you just like a push yourself hard to completion kind of guy, or are you just more?
Since you're the most fit out of us.
Yeah, I mean that's kind of why I reference that.
I'm not really a guy that really pushes to failure. I kind of work out on like a pyramid scheme. Like I'll start out high reps and then I'll end close to probably like 85 to 90% max. But yeah, as far as like doing the whole till failure thing, it really depends on what you're going for too.
Yeah.
Like if you're just starting out, I wouldn't worry about that. I wouldn't worry about going to failure. I would find a comfortable rep range, probably like anywhere from 5 to 10 reps, and start there.
Three sets or whatever. Or
Yeah, three to 4 sets is good with that rep range to start out.
it's kind of what I've always done, but I've seen people do, just like I do 5 and then they get on their phone for 15 minutes and then I do another 5. So I figure that's not right.
It's really interesting because like people that bodybuild and stuff, like they will start like they're kind of like their cut or whatever, and then they'll increase their reps. They'll do like 20, 25 reps or whatever, and then that's like for competing and stuff. So everything's a little different, but I think just to start out, I think around 5 to 10, about three sets, 3 or 4 sets is good.
Yeah.
Good range.
I feel like
You got no secrets or anything? No potion?
I wish.
muscle milk?
Listen, man.
Muscle milk is it.
Dude, I have like literally no secrets. The only thing I do now is I take vitamins. I make sure to take my magnesium, vitamin D, vitamin C. I even take CoQ10. But outside of that, I don't. I just try to eat. I'm on a very strict eating schedule. Like I eat pretty much the same stuff every day with like a mix in if we go out to eat or something.
We can cut all this out.
Yeah.
It's hard to figure it out.
Yeah, but now being like 34, I feel like working out is not as enjoyable as it used to be. Like now it's a little bit more therapy and just maintenance. But, back when I was in my 20s, I used to enjoy it and coming in and throwing on the headphones and just lifting and kind of a little bit of ego lifting too, back then. But now it's really just kind of business.
Yeah. So have you achieved about what you want to be or do you want to get bigger or?
Dude, I'm always chasing something different. Like last year I cut down I kind of like did kind of like a bulk and then I cut down. I was like 250. You could see my abs and stuff. And now I'm kind of like, I'm usually maintained through winter, just kind of like putting on a little bit more muscle. And then about early spring, I'll start cutting again. But I'm always chasing either a cut or like a thicker physique.
Keep it changing. I'm always chasing thicker. No, I'm always trying to run away from it.
Dude, it's interesting too because like some people are high achievers. They're just not like they just don't really gravitate towards the physical aspect of like the gym and stuff.
Yeah,
it's interesting like how people are wired differently, in that aspect. Like you, man, you can sit down and crush freaking accounting all day long. You give me a freaking accounting book, I'm like, God, dude, I can't do this all day,
Yeah.
And then same way with the gym. Like I love the physical aspect of the gym, like just how I'm wired. But some people like it's a little bit harder for them to get there,
Yeah. Some people don't like the gym at all, but I feel like there's no other way. Like I couldn't do it at home if I had all the equipment in the world. I can't do it. I like going there, seeing other people do it. It kind of motivates me to do it too. If I was at home doing it, I couldn't do it.
Yeah, it was tough. Like the whole COVID thing, I remember working out in our freaking back bedroom, and like there's this guy I watch. He says, "Stay in the pocket," because like he was like in prison for so long, and he just worked out literally like in a square cell, and like he calls it staying in the pocket. He did everything from like basically standing in one like little square. But that's pretty much what I did during COVID, like because we didn't know like what was safe or unsafe. Gyms were closed.
Yeah.
Like it was a weird time.
Horrible time.
Very, very bad.
I think so like we'll use this as a reference. Justin Steele is he may not be very workout heavy, but you're very active. Like you've never been able to sit still.
Yeah.
For me, like I could sit still forever and not move and just be a little turtle, just like this right here. But I got a new watch for Christmas just to kind of help with the fitness and keeping up with it. Mm-hmm. And it really helps as far as some people get so tore down about tracking, like, oh, I need to hit this many steps or that or whatever. But just with having this, so like what I was going to get to is pickleball, like for me, is kind of what I replaced working out with for now. I'm just addicted to it. And it's something that you can just go into and enjoy. So that's kind of what I was saying. Like working out for a lot of people, you go and you dread it and you hate it and it sucks, and then you dread it the next time. Like I don't feel like Anthony's going and be like, well, I'm gonna work out Friday. But yeah, I'm working out Friday.
Yeah.
Different. Like I'm going to play pickleball. So like with this steps thing, the day that I didn't play pickleball, didn't do nothing. It says I took 6,800 steps. Monday, I took 21,000 steps. I don't know how that's probably give or take a couple thousand, but like I could not go on a treadmill and try to get 21,000 steps, if that's pretty close to accurate. So like just something to keep yourself motivated or kind of distract the time. And I know, Justin, if we had a thing for basketball, you would be burnt up to jump in there.
I love it. I go all out.
And that's what I say. You could do what? How easy would it be for you to do 2 hours in basketball right now?
I could probably do it all day if I didn't have to go to the hospital.
Right. But how long could you sit on a treadmill? And it's
Maybe
just
15 minutes.
That's what I'm
something like
saying. It's just
It's funny because, like, not to get into politics or anything, but Trump was kind of the same way. He was talking about, like, how the treadmill is just, like, so boring. He could run forever, but, like, treadmill's so boring. But you look at him and he's a high achiever. Like, he raises the bar and everything else that he does. But, like, when it comes to just running or something like that, it's just, like, he can do it, but it's just boring.
Did you see that TikTok where Kennedy said, Robert Kennedy?
Yeah.
Said that he was in the poorest health. They asked him who was in the poorest health that he knew or something like that. And he said Trump. He said the president, he had the worst diet. He ate candy and drank Diet Coke, and that was it. And he said he was just filling himself with garbage. I'll have to send it to you. But I just thought that was interesting because he's hired all these people to make everybody healthier, and he's just eating candy and Diet Coke around the clock.
gosh, that dude crams like 15 Diet Cokes a day or something like that.
Yeah.
He is the person that they're like, Diet Coke's bad for him. I could say it really is bad for Trump. Like, he needs to chill out.
I don't starting to draw over, you just keep drawing if you ain't careful.
Yeah.
Lose all your
I think there's a limit to where it should go.
acid probably starts eating you after a while, don't it?
Yeah.
Get too much.
Dude, Kennedy's funny, though. He's like, the red 40 in the cereal is turning the kids gay. You're like, bro, you're like, chill, man.
Yeah.
Like, let's do one thing at a time. Man.
Yeah. That's crazy. He is buff though, ain't he?
He is.
It surprised
he
me.
lives it. That's the thing, man. Like, you can say his policies are weird, whatever, but look at him physically. Like, he keeps himself, in shape. And it's not some miracle drug that he's taking. Like, he's putting in the work.
Yeah.
It's a real thing.
So, Anthony, you weren't here when we talked about it. And we talked about eating out versus cooking at home. And so, I made a reference to Justin making dumplings. Like, dumplings are not healthy. Like, they're pure flour. But if you made dumplings all day long, that's all you're going to eat all that day, because that's all you did, made dumplings.
Yeah. Extremely high sodium too.
So, Anthony, would you say how often are you probably eating out?
I'd say, honestly, consistently about once a week.
Yeah.
About once a week, and sometimes that don't even happen. But usually,
unheard of.
usually Fridays, honestly, is usually.
You may be the only one in the world.
Yeah, I might be. I really might be. I don't think there's many people that eat out as less as we do, but we really don't.
That's good though.
We probably spend like $1,500-$1,600 a month in groceries.
Yeah.
And it's not crazy to some people, but for us, like, we shop at like Walmart and Aldi's, two of the cheapest places you can really shop, and we don't buy nothing luxurious. We're not like steak every night kind of thing, but the thing that you're talking about, like, if you set and make like a full meal, like you're spending kind of all day making that meal, dude, listen, I've got it down to a science. I got like 3 or 4 meals that I alternate from, and they're all fast. Like, kind of like a taco salad. You throw your meat in there, put your taco seasoning in there, and then once it gets done, chop up some lettuce, and then you got, if you want some fresh vegetables, chop them up, and then boom, just throw it in there, put you a thing of guac in there, and then boom, you got you a bowl.
Yeah.
And
We cook a lot too, but we probably eat out about 3 times a week, like usually Friday and Saturday. And
so you guys have a lot faster lifestyle than me. My lifestyle is a little slower. You guys got the businesses, you know what I mean, and you guys got 3 kids. And
Well, there's no excuse for us that we couldn't, do like you're talking about, manage. It's just taking the time to do it,
yeah,
making it important.
It's tough. It's not always easy, but yeah, I think it pays at the back end. Just kind of like we were talking about, like you pay at the front end or you pay at the back end. Or you go broke by the back end. So
Yeah.
it's kind of like pay up. Make your meals, cook at home, and then you're going to be healthier over time, and it's probably save money.
Yeah, you do save money. Hey, you hear that a lot. You're like, it's cheaper to go here. It's not really the time you go to the doctor and pay the doctor bills for high cholesterol and stuff.
Man, bro. Listen, I got my blood work done the other day, and I work out. Like, I eat pretty clean. My cholesterol was like a little bit raised. I was like, golly, like, where did this come from?
Yeah. I saw something where they said that it wasn't really bad to have, I guess, the certain type of it. Not really bad to have.
I think there's like, it depends on how the fat's breaking down, like in the cholesterol or something. Like,
Yeah.
there's certain tests that you can do that's not not your normal blood work, like your basic metabolic or whatever, that'll show like those little tiny particles that are supposedly dangerous if your cholesterol's elevated.
Yeah. We cook a lot. I mean, a lot more than anybody else I know. Not as much as you do, but like today is Friday night, could have easily went out and ate, but Sarah made chili and I had hot ham and cheese and been trying to cut out bread too. I feel like bread must be my issue because since I've cut it out, I feel a lot better. I love bread anyway, but I think that's the culprit. It's like it's not like the fried foods as much as it is like bread and French fries, I guess.
I think it's actually, you don't realize. So, like right now, Anthony, I'm back to tracking my macros and tracking like every protein, when you're cutting out the carb, you're usually replacing it with a fat or a protein. And so you're probably accidentally getting more protein and not really, like the chili or whatever, versus like a carb. It's just so easy to eat 300 grams of carbs in 5 hours. And then you're like, why do I feel so bad? You're like, and you don't realize how many carbs is 300 grams. That's like 5 potatoes or something like that.
Everything's bread too, because like like when we were younger, you didn't really care. You get gravy and biscuits, and that was just every bit bread. You might get a piece of sausage with it. And then for lunch, you might eat a sandwich, and it's bread, white bread. And then for dinner, you might get pizza, and you might have eat bread all day long.
Yeah.
And when you're younger, you didn't know, and plus the food pyramid is 16 servings of bread a day is what you needed back then.
Here is a thing from all of us. We all need to get to where we're learning ourselves about things and try not to be influenced. We're so influenced from the time you wake up to the time you go to bed. There is somebody influencing you to do something, and that food pyramid was a big thing. Think about Subway, all right? And I seen something. Who came like Subway? I'm not saying it's a bad option, but think about it. You're literally getting a loaf of bread.
Yeah.
When you get a sandwich, you're eating half. Would you look at a loaf of bread and say, man, that's so healthy right there?
Yeah, that's supposed to be like the healthier option. You know what I mean? For fast food, like the alternative.
They knew what they were doing too, because they went forever $5 footlongs. That was pushing you to get a footlong anyway, even though you may need 6 inch.
Yep. And now we're reaping on the back end, man. Like, I mean, our military is struggling to find people that are fit, that don't have high blood pressure, that, are not on some type of medication like thyroid or something. I mean, we're reaping it on the back end, but hopefully, the current administration that's in there can get something going on to where like we can get back to our roots and kind of be a little bit more healthier. Like, we don't have to make some drastic change where we're all walking around with 6-packs, but
Yeah.
as long as we can do a couple of pull-ups, a couple of push-ups, and walk a few miles, we're good.